Some cars are forgotten. They're parked in garages, left in fields, or tucked away in the back of old barns, just waiting. For decades, they sit in silence as the world changes around them. But for the Volkswagen Beetle, being forgotten is often just the beginning of a great story. Today, we're taking a visual tour of the wildest Beetle barn finds from around the world. These aren't just cars. They're time capsules, survivors, and impossibly rare treasures pulled back into the light. A Beetle frozen in time. Our first stop is a story that sounds almost unbelievable. Imagine a brand new car, driven for just a few miles, and then perfectly preserved for over 50 years. That's exactly what happened with a 1964 Volkswagen Beetle. The original owner, a man named Rudy Zverich, bought it new but decided it was too special to drive. So he drove it a grand total of 23 miles and then put it into storage. But he didn't just park it. He drained the fluids and coated the entire car in a protective grease. The Beetle was then sealed in a purpose-built, moisture-free storage unit. For the next 5 decades, it sat in the dark, untouched. When it was finally discovered, it was a perfect relic. The original factory paint shined like new, the tires still had their chalk marks from the assembly line, and the interior smelled like 1964. It's the ultimate time capsule, a Beetle that literally never had a life on the road, frozen in time. From the perfectly preserved, we go to the barely surviving. These are the field finds, cars left to face the wrath of nature for decades. Picture a field overgrown with weeds and brush. Peeking out from under a blanket of leaves and rust is the iconic curved roof of a Beetle. This was the fate of countless cars, like a 1956 oval window Beetle found rotting away in a forest. When rescuers found it, the car was more plant than metal. The floor pans had completely rusted away, leaving nothing between the seats and the dirt below. The engine was seized, filled with water and rust. Mice had turned the interior into a nest. To most people, this would be a lost cause, a piece of scrap metal. But to a dedicated restorer, it's a challenge. The transformation is slow and painful. The car is carefully dug out of the ground it has become a part of. Every single piece is taken apart, and the rusty metal is cut away and replaced with new steel. The engine is completely rebuilt, piece by painstaking piece. It takes thousands of hours of work, but then the final result is breathtaking. A car that was literally returning to the earth is brought back to life, with a gleaming new paint job and the unmistakable sound of its air-cooled engine running once again. It's a testament to the idea that with enough passion, nothing is truly ever lost. Finally, we have the rare gems. Sometimes a forgotten Beetle turns out to be something much more than just a standard model. It's a ghost, a car that was produced in such small numbers that most people have never even seen one. Consider the Hebmüller Type 14A. It was a beautiful two-seater convertible with elegant flowing body lines, built in the late 1940s. Only about 700 were ever made before a massive fire destroyed the factory and ended production forever. Finding one today is like finding a needle in a haystack. But they have been found hidden in sheds and garages, covered in dust, their owners often unaware of just how rare their car truly is. And then there's the Zwitter. The name means hybrid in German, and that's exactly what it is. For a very short period between 1952 and 1953, Volkswagen was transitioning from the old split rear window design to the new oval window. For just a few months, they produced Beetles that had the new oval window body, but still used the dashboard and other parts from the older split window cars. These Zwitter models are incredibly sought after by collectors, and finding one that's been forgotten for decades is a truly historic discovery. From the pristine to the petrified, these Beetle barn finds prove that there are still treasures out there waiting to be found. They remind us that under a layer of dust and rust, there isn't just a car, but a story waiting for its next chapter.